Hi, and welcome to Currency Converter developed using Python. Let me show you guys how this works. You see, I can always click on reset, and there we go. You can see the cursor flashing, asking me to enter another data. I'm going to just enter whatever in there. Now let's just say, click on converter is telling me enter a valid number. So I'm going to reset. So we enter a valid value in there and just convert from British pound sterling to whatever. That's Canada. Let's go for maybe Australia. Just click on convert. And there we go. So that's the conversion rate from British pound sterling to Australian dollar. There. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to take you guys to Python development environment, and let's start a new project. I'll start by clicking on file, select new. Now let's import the following. So I'm going to say from Tkinter. I'm going to have to import it all and start there. And I'm also going to import Tkinter TTK. There we go. And that is going to be TTK. That will be for the combo box. Then the other input library that I'm going to import is going to be Tkinter dot for message. So I'll be using that for my message box. Okay, let's give my project a name. I'm going to call it class. Let's just say converter. Maybe currency, or we'll just call it currency converter. There we go. That's the name of my class. One other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to just run that up. So let's copy this and right underneath here, I'm going to use a leave statement. If underscore underscore name underscore underscore, I will just say equals equals underscore underscore main underscore underscore column, and that is going to be root equals tk, and the application, let's say application, that is going to be equals currency converter, and it's going to be a child of the root, and I'm going to have the program to actually loop. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to now create the function. So this function, let's say function underscore underscore initialize underscore underscore is going to be self, comma, root. There. And this self, comma, root, let's define the following. Let's say self dot roots. I will use that for my title. Dot roots, and that is going to be equals root. That's the name. So we say root dot title, and we just call that currency converter. So I'm going to grab all of these and just paste it right in here. So that's the title. There we go. Now I'm going to specify my geometry. So just copy that again, come right down here. Say geometry. So that's going to be the size of the whole application. It's going to be equals as follows. Let's go for, I'm going to make that about 902 by 558 plus, that should be plus 300. Let's just say plus 200. So that's going to be the coordinate. Now, I just want to create a menu here. Create a frame. So this very frame is going to be, the widget is going to be a frame. And this frame is going to be self dot root, a child of the root. Paste that in there. Format, that's for border. Then I also want to kind of like raise this border up, so I'm going to say relief equals read. There we go. So let's just close that. Come right down here and just say main dot grid. There we go. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put together another function. I'll call it tops. That is going to be equals that, and tops is going to be the child of root as well. Let's just say for now I'm going to make the border of tops to be 0. Okay, so what about the width? Let's say width. I'll make that about maybe 860. Oh my, the height. That is going to be about, let's say 450 for now. There we go. And as for this top, let's get it packed on the side. That's gonna be at the top. There we go. Good. So might as well save this. Let's come in here, file, save as. So let's go into my currency folder. So I'm just gonna call it YTBJ Omen. So that is my currency converter there. So let's just say EJ. Yeah, that's fine. Save that. Okay, so let's just correct these few errors here. That should be equals. Then here, this one, that should be equals. Okay, guys, and let's just try it out. So click on run. There we go. That's how the frame is looking for now. Now, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to just add a label. So let's do this. We'll come right down here and just say self dot LBL title, and title is going to be a label, and this label is a child of tops format. So I'm going to specify the font, and my font that I intend to use, let's use so come right in here. The font is going to be LV vertical. There we go. And make that about 61, and also make it bold. Right, so come on. And whatever text I want in there, so I'm going to say text equals this currency. Paste that there. Okay, come on. Come right down here. And let's sort of like justify equals center. Do that. And I'll just run this up. So let's run that and see. Save. There we go. Right. That is fine. And the next thing is I'm going to create a label frame. Actually need about 3 of those. So let's start by Maybe first of all, just grab hold of all of these. Grab hold of this, come right down here, paste, and change the name around. So the name of this, I'm going to change that to, so change that to maybe converter frame, something like that. Yeah, and here this is a label frame. So a label with this label frame, I'll be able to add a title of what I want. So let's say, let's give the border of about 10, and the width, I'm going to make that about 840, 200 here, 200 here. This should have been 200 as well. So it works the way I want. Then we have the height there. I want it to get relief. And what about the font? I'm going to grab hold of all of these. Let's put a comma here and paste that font in here. But this font is too big, so let's change it to maybe about 22. Right. So, comma BG, I'm going to make that cadet blue. I can just enter the hexadecimal notation. 5F 9 EA0. That's the hexadecimal notation for that. And there we go. Okay, let's put a comma in here and just enter the text content now. Text is going to be equals amount to convert, something like that. Let's say amount to convert. Okay, let's try this out. So come right here, just click on run. There we go. And that's it, amount to convert. So close that. Now I also need another frame for for the display and another one for button. So come right down here, paste this here. So I'll call this display converter. Yeah, something like that. Display converter. Place this right there. Okay, and it's also a child of the main. A display converter will be on top as well, and I'm just going to make this about 100. Okay, now I will get it padded. So let's say we want to get it padded here. That would be about maybe 10. Yeah, format about 10. And here, I'm going to get rid of this, just make that 0. All right. So let's run this and see how this is going to. Now, before I run it, I need to change this. Let's change this to display, display conversion. Okay, display conversion, something like that we do. Right, let's run that and see. There we go, that's the display conversion where my answer will be displayed. I'll just copy all of these. No, let's copy this one. That will be for my buttons. Paste, and we just call that button frame, something like that. As for bottom frame, that will be right at the bottom. So side is going to be bottom. All right, and change this to about 150. Okay, so and here, that's for the button. You can just call that maybe confirm. Confirm. All right, so let's correct this and run it. Then we see how that's going to look like. Save and run. There we go. Okay, so all of my widget frames are ready now. Okay, the next thing we want to do, let's come in here and just enter, yeah, something like that, just to, okay, now I'm going to copy this, just like a commented line. Right. So the next one, let's create some widget. The very first widget that I'm going to specify will be for the amount and so on. Right, let's amend this once. Control Shift there. I will enter my functions here. That will be for functions. And this will be for my widget. So for the widget, I will start by saying self dot amount underscore label. That is going to be equals label, or let's just say label. Okay, sub dot amount label. Okay, underscore label equals label, and this label is going to be resident right inside convert frame, converter frame, comma, then the font for it, paste that there. Okay, then the text that will go in there, you can just call, you can call that amount. Okay, amount, yeah, comma, and just round it up, self dot amount dot grid, and that's going to be row as equals 0, comma, and the column equals 0 as well. Yeah, comma, then let's get it padded. That's going to be 5, comma, as the x-axis padding, y-axis padding. I'm going to make that 5 as well. And I'll just say strictly to the west equals west. Right. I'm going to save that. I just want to see how that looks like. Okay, that's amount right in there. Close that. That's brilliant. So I will now need a text. Yeah, no, entering widget actually. It's not a text. But I'm going to copy this since I have that done. paste and paste. Okay, now underneath here, that's going to be the text. So this is going to be entry, entry here as well. And it's going to be on row 0, column 1. Okay, so that is fine. I think I should get rid of this. And here, we don't need the text for it, so I'm going to get rid of that. And let's just specify my width. That is going to be about maybe 41 comma. Let's justify it. Center. There we go. Let's get it centered. Let's move that in a little bit. Okay, so what else do we need to do now? Every other thing is there. So I'm going to just try that out. Let's come back here. Click on run. Save first. Okay, oh, I need to get this one's indented. And I don't need this just yet. So let's just comment this out. Hold on to the Alt key and press 3. Okay, comment those ones out for now. Right. There we go. So I now need my text in there. Alright, so here actually that should have been entry. There we go. Alright, let's try that out now again. There we go. Look at the text widget. Okay, that's fine. So let's come here and just undo those ones. Alt F, Alt 4. And now the next one is going to be for the, I'm going to call this label self dot from underscore currency. So it's a label. Now copy this for the next one here. That's another currency though. Paste that here. Alright. So it's gonna be a label and it's resident in here. The same file, and let's just change this name to maybe from currency. That should show the title. Alright. And this is going, since this is 0, this will be 1. Yeah, that's brilliant. Now I'm going to have to declare or create a combo box. Okay, let's try this out first. Let's comment this one out. Run. Yeah, that's it right there. So I think I should put a column here. Where is it? There. Put a column. Press enter so that you guys can see it properly. Alright, the next one is going to be a combo box. So the combo box, come right down here, is going to be self currency combo box. So grab all of these. Press space so that you guys see what I'm working on. So I just call that combo box. And this combo box is a child of this as well. So I'm going to grab hold of all this, paste it right here. Okay, so we also need to, I'm going to specify a width for this combo box. Come right here, let's say the width is going to be about maybe 40, because 41 might be out of range. Change that to 40. Okay, and what about the value? The value of the combo box would be from my conversion rates. Okay, so just leave that for now. Close this. I'll be back for that. Now the next thing is, let's round up this combo box for now. Come right down here, paste dot grid, and that is going to be row equals 1 and column is 1 and so on. Let's grab it off all this, paste it there. And the current value will always be 0. So come right down, there's nothing in there yet. Dots current equals 0. Save that. File, save. Okay, so let's correct this. I did not specify my widget. So the widget is going to be equals ttk dot combo box. There we go. All right. We now know where this combo box is. Come right down. There you guys can see that. Save that again. It's ttk combo box. Yeah, that's correct. I'm going to save that. Okay, let's see. Okay, out of range because there's nothing yet for it to follow. So I've commented that out because this will give me error. I don't have any value in there yet. So I'm going to run it so that you guys see. That's my combo box there. Okay. All right. So close that. Now that is taken care of, I'm going to need 2 combo box. One is going to be for the from we're converting from, and next one is going to be a tool value. So I might as well just copy all of these, including the label, and copy that. Get rid of this since I have that in place. Paste this here. And let's just change this to tool currency to be a tool as well. In here. So because you're converting from this currency to the other currencies. So that's why I'm naming it like that. Now, if this is 1, this will be 2. 2 and 2. Now, what is the name of this? I'll just call it tool currency. Okay, so I think that is done. Let's run it. Alright, so that combo box is ready as well. Brilliant.